EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. And now, your defending NFC North champion, Detroit Lions.
On one sideline, the head coach of the Buccaneers. His guy's still perfect, a third of the way through this season at 6-0. Along the opposing sideline, head coach of the Lions, Dan Campbell. His guy's also without a loss this year, so we'll see who's able to keep that perfection alive for another week. Glad to have you with us, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward on the call. That is punter Jack Fox with the honors here. And we're off in Detroit. He's brought down just inside the 25. So here come the Buccaneers, ready for their opening drive. And at the helm, coming off a career-best performance in Year 7 here in the NFL, the #1 overall pick back in 2018 out of Oklahoma, Baker Mayfield.
And they did get that win last week, but instead of being a player you win because of, this quarterback was a player they won in spite of a lot of issues taking care of the football that canceled out, really, the good he did on the field. He knows they were fortunate to get the dub. I'm curious. Momentum into this week, and you know he wants to play better.
Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. We give to Irving to start this drive. Good start to this one for him. Their first offensive snap picks up 9. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here. What he was able to do in support of that win. Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. The give for the first time to Rachaad White. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
We've set it down from 37. Mayfield on 1st and 10. That's complete, Mike Evans. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, 2nd down.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Baker now from the gun. He's got Emeka Egbuka. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. I'll take second down behind the sticks now after that holding call. Mayfield now from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be hauled down on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
First down. Here's Baker. Caught. It's Cade Otton. And they bring him down around the 34.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. They give to Irving, left side. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. He only finds a window for 2, but that's still enough for a first down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
A pickup of 2 yards. And
great opening drive continues. 1st and 10 at the 33. Play action. Here's Mayfield. He drops the deep shot. A big play to start the game, but it slips through, incomplete. Tried to find Mike Evans with that throw, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, he connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series. He's the one driving it.
Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Third down. Here's Mayfield. Pushes it towards his running back, but it's going to wind up incomplete. That brings up 4th down. Chase McLaughlin now to try the Buccaneers field goal. He'll try to connect on a 50-yarder. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And they get 3 on their first series. Hope to build on that in the drives ahead.
I'm going to call that one a little tester, Kate. Kind of like a 5 to 8 foot putt. You really hope to make all of them, but you know, over the course of the season, you won't. In that case, it went right through.
Khalif Raymond to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. So the Lions take the field for their first drive. Leading them out, got his first MVP votes after a career-best season last year. Now reached a decade in this league. It's Jared Goff.
Just an all-around great performance from him last week, Kate, in the win. Those 2 touchdowns he had played a big part in the victory, no question. But so did keeping it clean, not throwing a pick. You want to become friendly with your own defense? Make sure they don't have any extra possessions to defend. He did his job, and so did his teammates. Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Here's 2nd and 10 from the 21.
Here we go. What's that? 20. What's that?
From the gun, Goff. And they take him down at the 24-yard line.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or with big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage against good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Goff on 3rd. That's to Laporta again. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's a money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
We go tonight.
First give on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. No one's around him. He's got space. Still going inside the 35. He will go. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions pull ahead 6-3 in the first. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Bates tacks on the extra point. And the Lions one up the opposing field goal. They start with 7 on their opening drive. Fox now to kick this one away. Johnson with a return here. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Buccaneers and Baker Mayfield ready for this next possession. And his start to the season has been special, hasn't it? The way he's played, it's no surprise at all that he's leading the NFL in passing. First down, looking to throw. Mayfield. That's to his back. Here's Rachaad White. And this is going to be contained at the 25-yard line. Terrion Arnold in on the stop. Now, the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit, and you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. I'm hungry. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stopped. That one gains 7. And that will be a Tampa Bay first down.
A gain of 7. First down, Buccaneers.
180. That's it.
Here's the give to Irving. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on first down.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
From the gun, Mayfield. And the Lions are there to bring him down. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough third down.
Kate, I don't know if I've ever told you, but my dad was a driver's ed teacher. And I could just hear him right now say, son, take this out of reverse and put it in drive, because this one's going nowhere right now. A drastic change on this play needed, and maybe a whole lot of luck to keep this series alive.
Lions in the nickel. This is third down. Here he goes, third and long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that brings up fourth and long. And hey, we see all over the football, but they will get nothing on that return. Detroit getting its offense set for their second drive. This winning streak has been impressive for them. 6 games now, and they lead so far here. Here's Goff on first and 10. Finds his fullback. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Running it with David Montgomery. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
It really is pretty simple. If you want to run against a 3-4 group right up the gut, number 1, got to control that nose tackle. Number 2, you got to get people to the second level. That was teaching tape.
Able to find right. And he takes it past midfield and starts the drive into Buccaneers territory. That's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. The Lions out in front. We're back to Ford Field right after this. Back and beginning the second quarter. Lions in possession. They've got 2nd and 5. Enough to Gibbs from the gun. Good defensive effort here. Drives them back across midfield onto their own side. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Air it out on 3rd. Quick slant. That's Williams. By a man, he's in the clear. Still fighting forward. There it is. Touchdown, Detroit! after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Lions drive their lead to 11. Fox now to kick this one away. Johnson now on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Buccaneers and Baker Mayfield ready for this next possession. And this is the type of play they need out of him into the later months. He's currently leading the league in passing touchdowns. Bucks to the line. 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. Catch made by Bucky Irving. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, it's difficult on a defense.
Finds him over the middle. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And the Bucks have the first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's Baker to throw. Completed over the middle. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Irving on the inside give. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Caught along the left sideline, but he did not get both feet in. That's incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
The best of the best, they just have this intuition, Kate. They know where the boundary is without looking. This receiver's not quite at that level yet. He lost track of where he was, and he brought it in, but out of bounds.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down.
Get him! 180! Watch.
3rd and long for him here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. On 4th down, the Buccaneers trying to put 3 on the board with Chase McLaughlin. This from the right hash and a considerable distance.
He has tried quite a few kicks this time in the NFL, Kate, but a little extra excitement, I think, from everybody on the field. You don't get many chances to set a new career long. He took a shot. He delivered.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Here's Raymond on the return. He's stopped on the run back of the 27. All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. Gives to Montgomery to start the drive. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
We go to the
They send a man in motion. Out of the shotgun. Gone. Go left side, and St. Brown has it. And he's forced out of bounds after a nice play there, but still, Brock, not enough to avoid 3rd down.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Complete beyond the marker. 30 at the 20. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions lead by 14. Bates now for the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Lions lead by 15 now. Fox now to kick this one away. Johnson with a return here. Things going well so far. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35. Now following the play, we see the medical staff hurrying out for an injured Buccaneer. First down now, ball at the 33. Drive start to the quick throw left, complete. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. First and 10. It's Mayfield. On the screen, this is White. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. But so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
This is thrown towards a defender instead, and he's the one who makes a play on football. That's not what this offense wants. Incomplete on first down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, that's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Baker throwing again. Out left and Otten makes the grab. For a second, we both thought he'd get the first, but he winds up being just shy of a gain of 8, third down.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options, and there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
That one's good to Godwin. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that will be a Tampa Bay first down.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Throwing again, it's Mayfield. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled for no gain.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can you get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
Second and 10. Need something positive here. Setting up the screen here to Godwin. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
A gain of 1 brings up third down and 9.
Third down, line to gain 9 yards out.
180!
To the air on third and long. Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers could make it a one-score game as they cut it to 9 before half. Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. And the words of Pete Carroll resonate. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Here's Raymond on the return. He dodged the tackle. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Dan Campbell getting his Lions offense ready to go for a new series. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone. But through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
Yeah, and in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
Cut along the left sideline. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
On first down, it's Gibbs. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
It's 2nd and 8.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Done. 180.
Shotgun snap here to go. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And they bring him to a halt right at that midfield stripe. Stopped that time by Jamel Dean. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. From the gun, Goff. That one complete to St. Brown. And he gets this all the way to the 25 before they stop him. Good 25 on that play. And that is good for a Detroit first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Dumps it off to his running back. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further. Before we can get a snap on 2nd down, they call timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. They break the huddle. It's 2nd down now.
180.
Throwing again. Here's Goff. Short pass brought in. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out. They're down at 4 now. This is the 7th play in this drive.
3rd and 4.
120. Done.
Throwing again, it's Goff. And he will score. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions will add to their lead at the end of the half. It's a Sam Laporta touchdown. Up the middle, and somebody blocked it. And they're not able to transform the block into 2 points. He's tackled short, and they get nothing following the touchdown.
You know, it really does, Kate. When you see that point blocked, it just deflates. You feel like the whole sideline gets deflated, but I'll tell you what else it does. It puts a little seed of doubt and thought into your kicker and your special teams, and you hate that. You really do. You want those guys playing with as much confidence as your offense and defense is, so making sure you get your kicker right and that special teams unit right, that's going to be hugely important here down the road.
First down throw here, Mayfield. Jump off caught by his back. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. All right, with 6 seconds left, we've got a timeout.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Shotgun handoff to Irving. And he stopped on a nice gain on what is the final play of this first half. So a 2-score game here, and with a push of a button, we say so long to the halftime report and jump right back to the start of the 3rd quarter. McLaughlin has it on the tape, and he's ready to send this flying. Here's Raymond on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Here comes the offense for Detroit to begin the 2nd half. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. We'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
Now gone. Finds Laporta. And this one does not go far.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
That's Laporta again. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the fourth down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
The Buccaneers and receiver Mike Evans headed back out. And teams just have not been able to keep this guy out of the end zone in the first half of the season. He is pacing the NFL and receiving touchdowns. Drive begins with a run by Irving. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
From the gun, Mayfield. Good play on the football defensively. He knocks it away, and that's going to bring up third down.
Yikes. As that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation. It's just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Third down. Here's Mayfield. Pulled in by his back. White. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And the Bucs have the first.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day one install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
180! Done!
Once more, it's Mayfield. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
I'm not going to be surprised at all, Kate, if we see more of this. Just trying to find some answer, extend plays, be creative, try different things, because nothing really consistently has gone well for him today.
180! What's up?
Mayfield to throw again. Oh, man, this is Evans. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. And we're going to have to pause here. An injured Buck still out there and being looked at now. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. First down, here's Baker. Throw left side, complete. And he's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. Second down.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Sticking in the air, here's Mayfield. Dumped off to his running back. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Third and long for him here. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
Here we go. It's Mayfield. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10.
180!
Drive begins with Gibbs. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
20. Ric Flair.
Kill. Turn up. Kill.
Out of the shotgun. Gone. Finds Gibbs out of the backfield. And they're approaching midfield with that gain of 6. He's up to the 46. To the line. Here's 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Go, Todd. 20.
Goff to the air now. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
Formation for
The Lions readying for the punt. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. This punt out of bounds on the fly. We're waiting for the mark. Looks like they're going to say it's short of the 30. Time for us to get another look at this Tampa Bay offense. And after they were stopped on 4th down, their prior possession, Brock, you got to wonder if they're going to be confident enough to go for it again if they get to that point here. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
Baker now off the play fake. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Try and get it into Emeka Egbuka. And now they'll face a 3rd and 3.
3rd down and 3 yards to go.
Mayfield will look to throw. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
All right, looks like this is the moment they're going to make their comeback push. They're going for it on 4th. Got his man. It's on him. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the first down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains. That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Throwing again, it's Mayfield. That's complete downfield to Godwin. And they're on him right near the catch point as he gets this to the 24-yard line. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that will be a Tampa Bay first down. Baker throwing again. That's caught. It's Godwin again. And he's going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. It's a Chris Godwin touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Buccaneers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Here's Raymond on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The offense headed out now for Detroit. They've certainly had no issue scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive.
Here we go, tonight.
On first down, it's gone. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one doesn't go far.
I'm not going to lie, I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down, but to make that throw for those yards into double coverage is way too much risk for that reward.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Short pass brought in. And he crosses the sideline a yard or 2 beyond, looks like the 30. Here we go. Goal line formation coming out on 3rd and inches. Trying to sneak here. Goff. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's Lions ball as they try to keep that lead and close out a win. So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. Play action here with Goff. Jump off caught by his back. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Lions have a first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
On the draw, this is Gibbs. Didn't sell the draw enough, and he pays the price. He's headed the wrong direction, backs him up for second down. Anytime you dial up a blitz and you catch them running the draw like that, Brock, the D coordinator, he's going to be patting himself on the back right there.
He is, and not only for the call, but the execution of his player as well. Because you call a blitz, Kate, sometimes they can just run with their hair on fire. He had the awareness to stop that draw before it could get started.
To the right and hauled in by Laporta. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
A gain of 5 brings up 3rd and 6.
Seventh play of the drive. They've been moving it well. This is 3rd and 6. Throw here, 3rd down. That one complete to St. Brown. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Detroit Lions, first down.
The tight end in motion now.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Straight ahead with Gibbs. He's still going at the 30. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. They get 19 on that pickup. And that is good for a Detroit first down.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the first.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
On first down, they'll run with Montgomery. He's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be 2nd down.
He was brought down by Anthony Walker. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 11.
Rush coming for Goff. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Here goes tonight. 180.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Screen here for Gibbs. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down. An important attempt coming up here for Jake Bates. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Bates' kick is up and good. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
It doesn't take a math major, Kate, to realize how important that field goal was. It's now a 2-score game really late and puts them in the driver's seat to go and finish this thing with the win.
This makes it up to the 25. Tampa Bay ready to head out to the field. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air. So expect some tighter coverage this time around. Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And he's going to score on the pick 6. Touchdown, Detroit. Defense getting in on the fun, Brock, with that 4th quarter lead as they provide a nice little boost there with the pick 6.
Yeah, you could feel some of the desperation of this offense, and when you get into that mode, it is danger time. Defenses love to take advantage of it. I always say to you, Kate, play fast but never in a hurry. You can't be rushed offensively because you can often be rushed into mistakes like that.
All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30. Now the Buccaneers set to take the field. And any comeback hopes they may have been entertaining, Brock. Well, they might have left the field after that last pick 6.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty incredible things happen in the 4th quarter before, but now a 3-score game coming off of a turnover. This one should be likely over.
And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45.
That's good for a first down. 1st and 10.
First down, looking to throw. Mayfield. His shot downfield will wind up incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin on that play. So it'll be second down.
He was covered by Brian Branch.
Throwing again is Baker. Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete. Looking for Chris Godwin that time. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
3rd down. Here's Mayfield. Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down after a short gain. Mayfield urging his guys to the line.
A 4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Desperation time here on 4th. Got a man. This is Evans. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
It's a gain of 8. Complete to number 13, Mike Evans.
Sticking in the air. Here's Mayfield. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, you need more interceptions.
And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line.
It's a gain of 11. That's another Buccaneers.
1st down. Here's Baker. That's cut at the 4. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal. And everybody rushing back to the line.
Buccaneers, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Once more, it's Mayfield. He'll drop this down. White. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Gain of 5. Brings up 2nd.
White's going to try to smash his way in. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Buccaneers get it back to within 2 possessions. It's a Rashad White touchdown. McLaughlin tacks on the extra point. And the Buccaneers cut the lead down to 10.
Buccaneers, 27.
Don't look up at the clock, everybody. That is certainly not their friend as they get set to try an onside kick. And no luck. The Lions there to recover. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's a give to Gibbs. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're 1st. Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Montgomery now up the middle. And call it 1, maybe 2 yards at the end, Bronk. It's 3rd down. Tampa spends its 2nd timeout now. And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining this game. So now here's 3rd and 5. From the gun, Goff. It's on target to Williams. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
1st and goal now as they try to pad this lead. Throwing is gone. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They give up the gut to Montgomery. The defense wins this rep. That's stopped at the line, and now they've got 3rd and goal. And right away we get a timeout from the defense. 1:51 to go. Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. Receiver in motion, going left. They'll run. It's Gibbs. Maybe should have been thinking pass there, partner. The defense all over this run, and it's going to be 4th and goal. On 4th down, the Lions going to try to put 3 on the board here with Jake Bates. A very short kick here from the right hash. Bates' kick is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
That kick, well, it throws a roadblock up on some of the remaining avenues to get back in this game and really leaves only 1 remaining. It's going to take 2 touchdowns if they want a shot at it. You know those odds, they're getting pretty long.
And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Buccaneers send receiver Chris Godwin getting set for another go. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. Buccaneers hustling to the line. They're in the hurry up.
A 6-yard pickup brings up
Mayfield now from the gun.
at the 32-yard line.
And it would have been a big completion, Brock, if not for that meddling defender who knocked it away. That sets up 3rd down. Looking to throw it. It's on target to Johnson. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
It's a gain of 8.
Baker throwing again. Onington nearly picked it. Oh, couldn't hang on in the end. The offense got lucky on a risky throw there. It's 2nd down. All right, still 10 to go here after they almost had an interception on 1st down. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Jack Campbell with the INT. And the Lions are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. Here's a design run. So in Motor City, it's a home win for the Lions. And as we play in October, they have kept their perfect start to the season going.